Alright, so we got the 213 spoilers, and if you thought the previous chapter was wild, this chapter is even wilder than that, believe it or not. But before we get into it, let me just quickly go over what had happened in the previous chapter, because we saw that Megumi's sister Sumiki turned out to actually be a vessel for this 1,000-year-old sorcerer Yorozu. And once they revealed themselves, they used Megumi's 100 points to make a rule that allowed travel between colonies, and then they flew away. And right after this happened, Sukuna enchanted Enchain, and used the Binding Vow to take over Yuji, and then immediately knocked out Angel, and then transferred himself to like his pinky, ripped it off, and then force fed it to Megumi, and then like possessed him. So Megumi is now Sukuna. So the chapter opens up with Sukuna saying that he had realized the potential of Megumi's curse technique, but it also found resistance towards him. He wasn't a vessel, but a cage like Yuji. So Sukuna waited for the right timing, the moment Megumi's soul breaks. There was also the option of feeding Megumi the cursed finger in the first place, still for the hijacker to actually take over the body fully, not like fighting with Yuji for the handle. He waited for the second when Megumi's soul snapped. Alright, so this is like partly the reveal of Sukuna's plan, at least for Megumi. I mean, this isn't the full extent of it, but this is a lot of it, and we speculated about this for a while, like Sukuna being interested in Megumi for the 10 Shadows. Like, that kind of had to be it, right? I mean, I'm sure there's more to it, but it was mostly for the 10 Shadows, and we thought, oh, is he going to use this to like materialize himself or something? And that might happen. I mean, he doesn't do that in this chapter, but what he does do with the 10 Shadows is pretty incredible, and we'll get into it. But also the whole thing about him waiting for Megumi's soul to snap. But I wonder how much Sukuna knew ahead of time. Like, did he know that all of this was going to play out the way that it did, and that this would break Megumi's soul, and that he would use this as the opportunity to take him over? Or was he just simply waiting for a moment for Megumi's soul to break, and he didn't know it was going to be this, but it just turned out to be that? Like, I really hope we get a reveal of how much Sukuna told everyone in advance, or at least the Heian era people. Sukuna then proceeds to punch Yuji across multiple buildings, which Takaba and Maki realize. So this is devastating. Like, Sukuna is DBZ level launching Yuji here. This is easily the most significant strike he's ever taken, and it looks like he's done. Like, I don't think Yuji is going to be active for the next couple chapters. Like, he's going to need some plot intervention here to come back from this. At least from the look of it here, like, he is devastated by this. But Sukuna, noticing Takaba and Maki, repeats his words from when he first materialized, and he says, whichever era it is, insects will always gush forth. He then calls upon Nu, which is as big as a building. So yeah, you read that right. Sukuna uses the 10 Shadows to summon Nu, but it is not the Nu that Megumi summons. Nu that we, the audience, are familiar with. The Nu that Sukuna summons is a friggin' Mothra. And that's not an exaggeration, it's pretty much Mothra. Like, it's so big that it's able to perch on top of a building. Like, this is unbelievable. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Extra Wallet. So guys, I can't express to you how much I love the Extra Wallet. I've been using it for over 2 years now, and it's never let me down once. Like, 6 out of 10 times when I use this in public, I always get compliments on it, or I'm just asked like what it is. It's slim and sleek, holds 6 of your cards, and easily pop out with the click of a button. That never gets old. It also has an RFID plate on the back. This is the carbon fiber version, but I also have the matte black version, which is so sexy. Extra also has a key case, and just like their wallets conveniently holds your keys, it even holds my gym membership. But another thing that you can get with the key case is this key tracker. Simply just connect it to the Chipolo app in your phone, and you'll always know where your keys are in case you lose them by accident. I mean, we've all been there, right? Also guys, Valentine's Day is coming up, and Extra is a perfect gift for your significant other. They have multiple wallets for multiple styles and plenty of aesthetic colors to choose from. So take advantage of Extra's Valentine's Day sale running from January 25th to February 14th, because you're going to be able to get up to 35% off site-wide. So guys, if you want to get Extra Wallet for you or your significant other, or both, check out the link in the description and make sure you use my code Zhoniin. Thanks guys. This is just new. Like, don't forget there's 9 other things that he can summon, and I won't go too much into that now. I probably won't even go too much into it in my review on Sunday, because I'm trying to get this collab together with other Jujutsu Kaisen creators. So hopefully if I can get that together, I'd love to talk about Sukuna's 10 Shadows potential with them. So look out for that. Sukuna makes Nu send huge lightning all over the place, but Hana arrives at the meantime. Hana screams at Angel for activating the purification light, saying it's Megumi, but Angel says that there's nothing it could do since Megumi right now has the fall. It asks Hana to use the curse technique to peel off Sukuna and erase him, and she starts the chant. So yeah, this is a pretty wild sequence. New like makes it rain lightning down on the city, and it's like about to come down on Maki and Takaba until suddenly Angel shows up and she uses purification light, which I guess is her curse technique nullifying ability possibly. And I guess it's stopping the lightning, but also Hana saying like don't use it because it's Megumi, because if you do remove somebody's curse technique from them, they could potentially die. But Hana says to use the curse technique to peel off Sukuna and erase him, because we also found out that Angel's technique can be used in this way. But when Angel's curse technique activates, it's insane. It takes up the entire sky. But after she activated, Sukuna starts to get peeled off as Hana chants through the trumpet. She screams Megumi belongs to her, and then a voice falls. I remembered, as Sukuna's markings slowly disappear from Megumi's body. Megumi Sukuna says thank you. It's okay now, to Hana, who approaches and hugs Megumi despite Angel warning her not to. As she does, Sukuna's mouth widens to swallow Angel. And that's where the chapter ends, and the editor's comment is never forget a curse's true nature. So Angel's curse technique did not successfully strip Sukuna from Megumi. Like, Sukuna is still here. He was just playing possum, and his head becomes gigantic and his mouth opens up, as it says here, and he's going to like eat Angel. Like, his head kind of looks like cursed Naoya's. So I guess this means that he's a cursed spirit, or he's something like what Tengen is. We still don't know, and this isn't giving us any more answers to that, but this might be Sukuna's curse tech, which is wild because we were also speculating about this for a while too. Like, Sukuna might have the curse technique where he eats people and gains their curse techniques, because he has like 2 of them at least, or maybe even 3, with the fire and cleave and dismantle. We also thought that he maybe had like a mouth on his stomach or something. Like, it was hard to make out, but I don't know. It also kind of lined up with the mythology around the original Sukuna or something maybe. I never really did my due diligence on that, but I will. But I think this might be it. Like, Sukuna has to eat you or something in order to get your curse technique. And this could also parallel to Rika, because it's kind of implied that Rika needs to consume blood or flesh or something in order to get the curse technique of others so that Akotsu can use them. Again, that's not confirmed by any means, but it kind of feels like Gege wanted us to think that. At least what was shown and Ryu's commentary on it. Not really sure, but obviously going to go way more into this in my review on maybe Friday. It's either going to be Friday or Sunday, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.